Today, I'm trying to cull my media. So happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back. Today, we're culling all of my media. When I say media, I mean my magazines, my comic books, my CDs, my DVDs, my computer games. All of it. We're just gonna do all of it in one big go and it's gonna be done. What you're gonna see me do is separate everything into types, into categories, and that is something I'm a huge advocate for. And I'm gonna go through it, and I'll let past Elena talk you through it because she does a pretty decent job, I guess, of that. I tell you about how awful of a hoarder I am. In reality, today I'm trying to cull my media, and this is gonna be kind of intense. So I've organized it into little piles, which I really hope you can see, but I'll try and remember to give you some close-ups of them as well. I've got my CDs. This is literally every CD I own at the moment. Clearly, this is not exactly a problem area for me, but I want to go through them anyway. My magazines and comic books. Not exactly a supremely difficult area for me either. But again, I want to go through them. I want to make sure that I'm not just keeping stuff for the sake of keeping it, because a lot of people fall into the trap of, well, I don't have a lot, so it's not an issue. But a lot grows, so it's a lot easier to just go through it, even if it's not a whole lot. And then these two piles here are DVDs. And the two next to it, it's slowly sliding, is computer games. These two are more so my problem areas. My worst is still definitely books, but these two areas are also iffy. I have done well though. I have my DVD collection back in the summer. I guess I'll start from CDs and work my way over to computer games, so that's probably going to be the harder part for me. I'm going to move the piles around a little. So, Avril Lavigne. Got this way back in high school. I haven't listened to it. Gone. This is a mix CD that a friend made me. A, this is great. B, it's sentimental, so this is staying. Meghan Trainor isn't in here? So I'm gonna find this CD, but then I'm gonna get rid of it. This is an Ed Sheeran CD that I've honestly never played, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. John LaJoie. I'm getting rid of it. This has actually been signed by him because I went to his show. And this is a disc for a printer I don't even have anymore. So that can go. So voila, I'm only keeping one of my little pile of CDs. Next we're gonna do magazines and comic books. I can get rid of both of these comic books. I'm actually gonna offer these to one of my friends, because he likes comic books as well, so he might think they're a cute little read. So I'll ask if he wants to give them a read before I donate them, or keep them, or whatever he wants to do. The magazines I have are mostly style magazines, like home, interior decor kind of style stuff. And it's hard because I know I like them. I also keep a women's health magazine, but I really like it. It survived several purges. houseplant magazine sees a lot of love. I don't know if you can see all of the tabs and notes that I've made in here, but I use this a lot. I've given it a lot of love, and it's going to survive this purge as well. So I didn't do as well on magazines as I hoped I would. But I am getting rid of 2 magazines and 2 comic books. So, you know, it's improvement. It's not necessarily great, but it is improvement. Time for DVDs, and here's where things are probably going to get a little messy. Yeah. But, it's no better time than the present. Let's grab the first stack, shall we? First up is Full Metal Jacket. Why do I have that? Gone. Forrest Gump. It's kind of a tradition in my house, so that's gonna stay. Material Girls can go. Well, that's not gonna go too bad. I'm not gonna include you guys too much in my first round of DVD culling, mostly just because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go through it again. I'm actually kind of proud of myself because so far I haven't needed a maybe pile. Funny story about Easy A. I love this movie so much that I at one point had 3 copies of it. 3. Who needs 3 copies? So now I only have the 1, but it's staying. And this is Microsoft Office. But it's staying because I sometimes need to install Office. Kernel lines is staying. These can go. Alrighty. So I've gotten rid, well, I'm going to be getting rid of a decent number of DVDs. But in comparison to how many I'm keeping, I didn't really do as well as I would have liked. So I think I'm going to go through my yeses again. And this time I'm going to talk you through it a little bit. Charlie Bartlett is one of my favorite movies of all time. I want to keep it. Same as Easy A. Sherlock Holmes is not one of my favorite movies of all times, but it was phenomenal. So for now, I'm going to put this in my new maybe section. Lord of the Rings belongs in the maybe section. The Ugly Truth is phenomenal. I watch it pretty much every time I'm sick. It stays. I can go in the maybe section. Ferngully can go in the maybe section. Maybe section. Letters to Juliet is so freaking sweet. It stays. Miss Congeniality. Staying. My Harry Potter box set, no question. It's staying. Have it on Blu-ray. Love it. Anastasia stays. No questions asked. Same with Serenity and The Princess Bride. Tangled, I've made most people I know watch this, whether by choice or by force, because it is phenomenal. It stays. New Girl is going to stay. Once Upon a Time is staying. It's hard with seasons, I find, because if it's a whole series, you want to keep it, but the series gets so freaking bulky. 13 going on 30 can go in my maybe pile. And Forrest Gump, I'm going to think on it as well, I think. This is part of Once Upon a Time. 27 Dresses is one of my favorite romantic comedies, so it's gonna stay. My favorite movie pile is growing at an alarming rate. Arrested Development seasons 1 through 1, 2, 3 is staying. Inception can go in my maybe pile, I think. Criminal Minds is one of my favorite shows, and I have seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're staying, and so is Office, because we talked about that already. Alright, so that has created a maybe pile for us. And whenever I go through my maybe pile, I try and be super critical. So I'm going to get rid of Inception, because a huge part of the reason I want to keep it, honestly, is because I love the packaging it's in. I love this metal briefcase. But I've also had it on my shelf for a while now and haven't watched it, so it can go. Forrest Gump has been a family tradition of mine for as long as I can remember, so I think I'm going to keep it. I'm not quite ready to not do that. 13 going on 30 can go. Charlie's Angels. I really want to keep, actually. I need to have a better reason than that. Fern Gully was my favorite movie as a child, and I still watch it. So I'm going to keep it. John Tucker Must Die is really cute, but it's not it's not the movie I reach for. It's really cute, and I love having it on my shelf, but I can just as easily live without it. Lord of the Rings. I want to keep. I really do. It's like I want to keep Charlie's Angels. And I really want to keep Sherlock Holmes. I like that movie, and I've watched it several times since purchasing it. But hey, it helped me remove another 3 movies. So I am a big fan of the maybe pile, as long as you can be honest with yourself and try and be a little more critical when you're going through it. Because the point of the maybe pile isn't for you to say yes afterwards. The point of the maybe pile is to give you a little bit of extra time to help you let go. So, yeah, I am keeping over half of my DVDs, but you know what? I'm pretty stoked with the progress I made there. It's alright. I mean, about as much progress as I was expecting. I expect I'll get rid of very few computer games, honestly. But we're going to try anyway. And you'll see why I don't expect to get rid of very much. But a lot of this is actually the same series. I love my Sims games. Fallout 3 I'd like to keep. So I'm going to keep it for now. 7 Kingdoms Conquest. I can get rid of that. Yeah, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. I think I might keep this for now. No. I can get rid of this, even if it is the Platinum Edition, because I don't think I'm going to play it again. So, there's no point in it taking up that much space, especially with the older computer games. They take up so much room. Like, their cases are just so giant. Mass Effect, I'm gonna keep though. Game of Stronghold, because that game's actually really fun. And the Elder Scrolls I'm gonna keep. This is going alright so far. Sims games, my Sims 3 games, it's kind of a no questions asked, I'm keeping them. Just so you know, I'm going to be flipping through really quickly. Just me putting all my Sims 3 stuff aside. Because I know I'm hanging on to it, so there's no real point in me boring you by going through them all one at a time, slowly with you. And I do want to keep SimCity as well. Because I actually really like it. It's not the best game ever made, mind you, but it's good and I want to keep it. Spore, on the other hand, I think I can get rid of. And this I can get rid of. So I'm mostly keeping my Sims 3 stuff. There's a lot of it. This is the Sims 3 stuff. And these are the other computer games I'm keeping hard copies of. And all my other computer games are digital. I tapped them all on Steam and stuff. We did it, guys. I didn't have my computer games, but if you count The Sims 3 as one game, because it's one series, then I'm more than halved it. So, feeling super proud of me, and all that's really left is to put everything away and see if it fits the way I'm hoping it fits. But I'll show you how that looks in a bit. Guys, I didn't quite have everything, but I did get rid of quite a bit. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I may end up having to revisit it in a couple of months, maybe closer to Christmas. We'll see. Just kind of depends on how far along I think I've progressed as a minimalist. What are your problem areas when it comes to decluttering? What do you find easy? Let me know down in the comments below. And I will see you all next week. Bye, guys.
When you fall asleep tonight, just remember that we lay under the same stars.